This is the story of Iga Świątek, the world's best female tennis player. She was born in Poland in 2001, to be exact on May. Her father was a power plant operator and her mother worked as a doctor. They had 2 children, the younger one being Iga. Growing up, Iga was surrounded by sports. She would go watch her older brother play volleyball and basketball. But it was until she was 6 years old that she picked up a racket for the first time. And it was love at first swing. When Iga started playing tennis, she loved everything about it. It's the running, the jumping, the hitting of the ball, all of it. Iga fell in love with tennis instantly, but her parents made her try out other sports as well. And so she took up swimming. God, there's a reason why most tennis players don't swim. It's because they're afraid of water. But this wasn't the case with Iga. She liked swimming, but she was even better at tennis. In fact, she was so good that when she was just 11, she won the Orange Bowl. Now, if you're not familiar with tennis, let me tell you this. The Orange Bowl is like the Wimbledon station for junior tennis players. So Iga made history by becoming the first Polish girl to win the title. After winning the Orange Bowl, Iga's reputation as a prodigy started to grow. She continued to dominate junior tennis. She won a total of 4 junior Grand Slam titles, 3 in singles and 1 in doubles. To be honest, it looked like she was ready to dominate women's tennis. The only problem was, she was still years away from making the jump to professional tennis. In 2018, Iga turned pro, but she didn't make much of an impact. That's because she was just 17, and most players need a few years to adjust to professional tennis. But once adjusted, Iga became a force to be reckoned with. By 2020, she was ranked inside the top 200. This meant she was able to qualify for the French Open, one of the 4 tennis Grand Slams. Everybody expected Iga to do well at the French Open because of her incredible forehand, but nobody expected what happened next. Iga went on a 9-match winning streak, defeating the likes of Simona Halep, the former world #1. Nobody knew who Iga was before the tournament, but after she won the French Open, everybody did. Suddenly, she was being interviewed left, right, and center. One journalist asked her, "What's your secret? How are you defeating the best players?" Iga replied, "I don't know. I think I just matured as a tennis player." From the outside looking in, Iga's rise to prominence seemed like a fairy tale. But the reality was far more complicated than people thought. You see, Iga's victory at the French Open came at a time when almost every major sport was on a break due to the coronavirus pandemic. Every athlete needs competition to stay sharp. But Iga didn't have any competition. All the top players were taking time off to spend with their families or work on other projects. And then there was Iga, relentlessly working on her craft in complete isolation. She trained day in and day out, knowing that when tennis resumed, she would be the one to beat. After winning the French Open, Iga's ranking jumped to number 17. But soon enough, she was back to square one. She was losing matches left, right, and center, but Iga wasn't concerned. Deep down, she knew that her time would come again. And it did at the 2022 French Open. Iga defeated Coco Gauff in the final to win her 2nd French Open. This time, however, she didn't come as a surprise. The entire tennis world knew who Iga was, and they knew just how good she was. After winning the 2022 French Open, Iga's ranking jumped to no. 1, and ever since, she has been the top dog in women's tennis. As I mentioned earlier, the key to Iga's success is her maturity. As a matter of fact, in all of women's tennis, there isn't a single player who is as mentally strong as Iga. Let me give you an example. During the 2023 Australian Open, Iga was facing off against Alina Rybakina. Now, Alina had defeated Serena Williams in the first round, so Iga knew she was in for a tough match. From the start, Alina played aggressively. She put a lot of pressure on Iga, and it worked. Iga got frustrated and started making a lot of unforced errors. To make things worse, Iga suffered an injury and had to take a medical timeout. At this point, most players would panic. But Iga took a deep breath and said to herself, "I have nothing to lose. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. There's no in between." With that mindset, Iga came back onto the court with a vengeance. She battled past Alina and reached the finals, where she defeated reigning champion Ash Barty. Ever since she won the Australian Open, Iga has been unstoppable. She has won every tournament she has played except one. You heard that right. Iga hasn't lost a match since January. This is what makes Iga so special. While other players might crumble under pressure, Iga thrives in it. Now, some people say that Iga's mentality reminds them of Rafael Nadal. Both Rafa and Iga are known for their incredible forehands. But Iga's forehand is something else. It's powerful, accurate, and pretty deceptive. People always talk about Iga's forehand because it's unlike anything they've ever seen before. Iga hits the ball so hard that sometimes the ball bounces twice on the other side of the net. To be honest, it looks like Iga hits the ball with her legs. Oh, now, if I'm being honest, Iga's forehand wouldn't be as deadly if not for her insane body movement. The way Iga moves around the court is simply mesmerizing. Look at how effortlessly she covers the entire court. Her footwork allows her to generate incredible power from seemingly nowhere. And when she hits the ball, she does so with such precision that it's almost impossible to return the ball. Iga's forehand has won her 4 Grand Slam titles in 69 consecutive matches. And fun fact, this is the longest active streak in women's tennis. Recently, IGA was asked, "What's the biggest difference between your forehand and everybody else's?" Iga replied, "Probably the movement, the body position, and also the form." Another thing that sets IGA apart from everybody else is her dominance on clay courts. Not only has she won 4 French Opens, but she also holds a 120-win, 6-loss record on clay. The last time someone had a better record on clay was Rafael Nadal. In fact, many people consider IGA to be the new Rafa on clay. It makes sense. Like Rafa, IGA loves playing on clay. She digs the high bounce and the slower pace of the game. Like Rafa, IGA uses her insane court coverage to overpower her opponents on clay. It really seems like Rafa passed the torch to IGA. These days, IGA isn't just dominating women's tennis. She's redefining it. She's showing the world that you don't have to be loud and brash to be successful. Iga is intelligent, humble, and hungry for success. That's why she's the best in the world. Some people thought that with Serena Williams gone, women's tennis would become boring. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Iga is bringing back the glory days of women's tennis with her unmatched skill and unmatched mentality. Now, talking about the future, everybody expects Iga to dominate for the foreseeable future. She's only going to get better with time. If she stays healthy, I don't think anybody can stop her. That was a look at the life and career of Iga Świątek, the world's best tennis player. What do you think about her game? Do you think she can maintain her #1 ranking? And do you think she can win more Grand Slam titles? Comment below. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.